there Scorpio, welcome back to Wild Lotus Tarot. This is going to be your weekly intuitive reading for October 26th through to November the 1st. Scorpio, let's see what's on the cards for you this week. Getting started with the Work Your Light Oracle from Rebecca Campbell, illustrated by Danielle Knoll, my tarot favourite. Let's see what the overarching message or theme is for you guys this week. I've got two actually, so we'll take them. I've got break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. You know, is there a cyclic chain that you need to break? And an indication can be if you attract the same kind of situations over and over again, relationships that maybe don't work or are very, very challenging, patterns of self-sabotage, jobs that just aren't on purpose for you. It can indicate that maybe there's a subconscious belief or limiting pattern or behavior potentially handed down from generations. It might not even be your stuff, but it can influence the choices that you make. So it's saying here that there's something that might need to be looked at for some of you, some kind of ancestral pattern to be healed. And once that's healed and released, we can then rewrite the future because we create space and we're operating from a different vibration. And I've got Council of Light, divine orchestration and helpers in the subtle realms. For me, this is a real card of your stars aligning and trusting that sometimes when we're in a period where there might not feel like there's enough progress or movement, oftentimes it's really because the stage is being set, right? Maybe that beautiful lover that you're supposed to come together with is still wrapping up a karmic connection with somebody else. Maybe there's a key piece of learning that's going to land for you that's going to make you that ideal candidate for that promotion. You know, we just really don't know. It's only really in hindsight, when we look back and we connect those dots, that we can really see how things have perfectly fallen into place for us, even the challenges. And we can see, you know, what they have served, because if we didn't have those challenges, guys, we just wouldn't grow. And we have Brahma. And Brahma, Scorpio, is the god of creation. And it's really saying that, you know, Brahma, the creator of all of the universe, has come to you with a message that now it is time to bring that idea into fruition. So is there something you're trying to get off the ground? Is there something you're trying to create? Might be a family, it might be a business, might be a new friendship, might be creating a home in a new location. It's saying that now is the time to maybe kind of take that next step. Maybe it's that time where that divine orchestration is starting to reach that tipping point for you. Let's go to the tarot story, Scorpio. Beginning here with the energy of the recent past. Knight of Cups. Emotional opportunity could be coming in for you. May have already done so. Let's go for the current or focus energy for you, Scorpio. Oh, look at this. Wheel of Fortune. Exactly. Divine orchestration, guys. You know, the universe knows when it's time for that wheel to turn, when it's time for cyclic change. Let's go for the near future outcome. Near future outcome, please. For Scorpio. Oh, it wants to be seen. It's your card. Yeah, I mean, that was definitely turning over in the deck. I've got the Queen of Wands on the bottom of the deck there. Let's clarify with the Star Child Tarot. Clarifying the Knight of Cups. That one. The Emperor. Yeah, I mean, there's a real call here of moving back into control. And what I love is like the Knight of Cups, Death, and Queen of Wands. They're all looking to the future. They're all looking forward. Death or transformation. That is also, you know, I mean, that is the Death card again, guys. It's actually called transformation in this deck. So you're going through a massive shedding in order to step into your power. Let's clarify the other Death card at the end of your reading. That one. Temperance. Oh, how perfect. I've got the Ace of Wands at the bottom of this deck. So there's a real sense here that there is opportunity that wants to come in for you. You know, I've got the Ace of Wands over here, and then over to the right we have the Queen of Wands, who is then going to use that, right? The opportunities are right behind the door, but there is a real sense of something to be released, something to be purged, and then that wheel can turn. So, you know, the releasing or purging, I think, is something from the past with this break the chain. And there is a sense here that then that divine orchestration can kind of move into a final step so that you can go about creating the new, creating the change. Now, in your recent past situation, I have got the Ace of Wands, Knight of Cups, and the Emperor. The Emperor is the energy of Aries. The Queen of Wands is also the energy of Aries. Some of you may be dealing with an Aries in one of the key areas of your life. But as an energy, the Emperor is about, you know, stepping into the control seat, stepping into your power, and making those really conscious, structured, practical decisions to begin shaping your reality in the way that you want it. Not the way that is aligned, you know, with the ancestral patterns, not how society wants it, not how, you know, your family wants it. This is very, very similar to the Pisces reading, actually, in terms of its theme. So if you have Pisces in your chart, you might want to check that out. So the Emperor is about, you know, really taking their eyes on the prize kind of view. What do you really want? What do you really need to create that new foundation, number 4, to create that empire? And that is really your focus at the moment. Now, with the Knight of Cups and the Ace of Wands here, we have passionate new offers that have the ability to fulfill you emotionally coming in for you, or it may have already presented itself. You know, Brahma is the god of creation. The Ace of Wands is a very creative, inspirational energy. Together, these two can be a very, very chemical connection with somebody coming in. Somebody you feel very deeply and passionate about, somebody who's literally your knight in shining armor. It could also be somebody coming in that you can connect with in a creative project as well with the Knight of Cups. Or this could be, you know, finding that energy, enthusiasm and inspiration within yourself just to move forward into a much happier place, to maybe step up. I think some of you might be stepping up into even leadership roles, entrepreneurship or something like that. So it's about fresh new beginnings, but they're passionate, inspired, creative new beginnings, because we've got the Ace of Wands here. For some of you, it does involve romantic partnership, potentially with an Aries. Now, in the current or focus energies death card called Transformation and the Wheel of Fortune. So it's saying here that there's potentially something to be released or purged or let go of in order to fully invite in this new energy that we see here. And, you know, in the transformation card here, we see this person, you know, walking out of this dark chamber. You know, what has that dark chamber been for you? It could be depression over the past, you know, guilt, shame, all of those kinds of things. It could be, it kind of always reminds me of the devil energy when I see this and when I see the black boxes on the judgment card as well. It's like, what was that toxic pattern that was having you attract more of the same? And how can you step beyond that? Because you're really being asked to follow the light now, to follow a new direction, to release yourself and liberate yourself from the past. You know, what is it that's come full cycle in your life that now needs to be released to allow you to step into your scorpionic power and to really invite in that new dawn, that new day? Because the universe is saying it's time. You know, the Wheel of Fortune is that real card of predestiny and divine timing, and saying that, you know, the stars are aligning, and the Council of Light say, well, you know, it's time to pull some of those strings. Divine orchestration is at play here, and it's time for the release, because they're saying, you know, make the space because we've got things to bring in for you. It can indicate the end of a karmic contract and the beginning of a new one, and a 10-year cycle, which happens to be lined up with, you know, the decade. We're in the first year of 2020 here, and there was a massive releasing at the end of 2019, and we were all saying, oh, what a year it's been, like so much change, so much purging, and that was nothing compared to this year. But that was an initial release so that we could then go through this big shake-up, and we're beginning to create new from what we've journeyed this year because we've been forced to, right? So it could indicate that you are going through some major transformation personally or in your life, in your business, in your relationships. But, you know, the universe is saying here that it's written for you. It's written in the stars. That could be the name of this reading. So we have Death again, another hit of that. You can see the rider version of the card. And what I love here is that we have the energy of Temperance. Death card is number 13 in the Major Arcana, Temperance 14. So this is the guiding light. This is the angel that's going to soothe you after the shake-up. It's perfect to have these two energies in the reading because it says let go, let go, let go, because you will soon find yourself back in balance with the right ingredients to carry on very quickly because it's time. You know, Temperance talks about coming into a good place physically, emotionally, mentally, and, you know, getting rid of those last remnants of the past so that you can really, you know, feel the guidance of the universe here, of your Council of Light, because they're trying to move you forward quite significantly to that new beginning. And you may not know exactly what it is yet, but the key message here of the Death energy is just to surrender. Surrender to the releasing process, and very soon, if it hasn't already been revealed, then that change will come in for you. You know, the Queen of Wands here is about following your instincts, right? Making those, you know, she sort of like links to the Emperor here because it's the energy of Aries, so it's making those strong instinctual decisions from a real practical standpoint, then taking the inspired action with this Ace of Wands that's being offered to you to look towards the future and understand, you know, what opportunities are coming your way to manifest. She's the one that can really see them coming a mile off, see that Knight of Cups, see what opportunities to invest your energy in. So I really feel that opportunities are going to start revealing to you pretty soon after we clear the slate. As hard as that may be, you've got the soothing energy of the Temperance, you know, the Sagittarian energy here to help move you forward. And, you know, what I also notice is that, you know, we've got somebody here trying to offer you a cup, a connection, a friendship, a romantic partnership, whatever it may be, and it's almost like after you've gone through this release and the wheel turns, then we have 2 cups, because then you're in the position to receive and give your cup back as well. So I do feel for some of you there is a sense of coming together with somebody from a really good place emotionally, because you've done the work first and you've cleared the space, rather than not doing that and then somebody comes in and, you know, you've got to end a relationship, or you know, somebody comes in with that beautiful business offer and you're in the thick of, you know, your job and you can't get out of it for 6 months. I mean, it's about clearing the space and allowing the new in, and actually having that faith and trusting that everything's going to fall in place and that those stars will align for you, Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio, I'm going to leave it there, and I hope you enjoyed this reading. Do keep in mind it's a general reading for the collective, so it won't be everybody's reading this week. Do leave me a comment if you're called to share. I read them all and try to respond to as many as I can. Helps me get to know you guys and connect with your energies, and I will see you back here next week for another reading.